is Sasha, the Montreal Lego Maniac, and for today's build, I've got something I find to be really quite special. Something I think will appeal to a more diverse audience in the standard Lego kit, and something that has been nominated for Toy of the Year, the grand piano. Kit number 21323 at 3,662 pieces, and I think this is going to be pretty fantastic because on its surface, it's a pretty slick looking piano that should look great in all kinds of environments. At its core, it's really quite mechanical, loaded with Technics components, the keys that move, having app-controlled power functions. So when you put this all together with your cell phone, it's actually supposed to mimic the functions of a real piano. And that all sounds pretty fantastic. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how that all works. So without further delay, let's get this thing unboxed so we can get this build underway and then have a closer look at the grand piano. The grand piano is most definitely a stunning kit that stands out as a unique offering from the many decades of LEGO releases. Being a standalone piece that doesn't even really look like LEGO, this kit is probably more at home in a formal living room than a standard LEGO showroom. With its jet black exterior with almost mirror-like finish, smooth curves that follow all the way around the exterior, and pleasant little details all the way down the legs, right down to these tiny little wheels, which, just like on a real piano, seem far too small and flimsy to be able to support this massive object, but are clearly up to the task, as you can see here with this piano that rolls around and spins with the greatest of ease. But as I'm sure you know, this classy exterior is only the beginning, because before we get to play with it, we first need to open it up. First thing, we need to open the lid, which we can either do by flipping back this little front cover, or propping open the entire thing. Then we can pull up the little support for the music sheet, and finally, flip open the cover for the keys. Under here we find 25 keys, 15 white and 10 black, plus the little Lego logo, which has been printed in a font that I can't identify, but I know I've seen on many a piano. Under the lid, we have the 25 strings, matching the 25 keys, a soundboard with 4 holes, and 25 hammers and 17 dampeners, all of which are mechanically linked to the piano keys. So as you sit there playing your Charlie Brown-sized piano, you can see every keystroke translate into the mechanical motion in the interior. And down at the pedals, the rightmost one is linked to the dampeners. So when you press it down, you lift them all up simultaneously, unleashing the full potential of those long brass strings. And now to the power function features, where, first, we have this little panel opens up, giving easy access to the battery box, so you can easily turn it on, as well as change the batteries when needed. And this is connected to 2 devices. One motor, which is linked to this long bar loaded with paddles along its entire length, and a little optical sensor. Each of these are engaged by the app on your smart device, where you can either listen to or play music. If you'd like to listen to some music, the app has 10 songs to choose from. Selecting a song of your choice and pushing play will engage the motor, which rotates that long bar that we saw earlier. And this, in turn, will bring all the hammers, dampeners, and keys to life as they move in a sequential motion, making it appear as though the piano is playing itself as you listen to the song of your choice. Coming back to the play portion of the app, this one engages the optical sensor, which keeps track of this particular red paddle, which moves up and down regardless of which key or combination of keys you press. So as you tap away at the keys, the app will play the melody at the same rate as you are playing, making it seem to your guests as if you actually know what you're doing. But this does take a little bit of practice, for you have to let each keystroke complete before you're moving on to the next one, or the sensor won't recognize the keystroke properly, making your timing seem off. And when you're done playing and still want to keep the piano on display, LEGO's included this nice little piece of sheet music to complete the scene. And what piano would be complete without the piano bench, with this one looking rather comfortable with its very plush looking surface, and as it should be, is fully height adjustable, going up and down by turning this little knob on either side. Now with the features all covered, I gotta say that I'm truly impressed with this kit. It scores very well across the board. As a display piece, as I said before, this kit is just stunning. I mean, it just looks classy. That's not like any other LEGO that I've seen before, and that's absolutely fantastic. But I do have to say that I don't feel this is really targeted to the same audience as the typical LEGO kit. I think it would just kind of look out of place next to Star Wars, Ninjago, City, Friends, or any other line you can think of. I'm not saying you shouldn't display it there. I mean, it's going to look impressive no matter where it is. But if you really want it to stand out, I would suggest displaying this one separately from the rest, where it can really shine as a standalone display piece. As a play kit, there's definitely a lot of fun to be had here. Listening to the music as the keys play, or impressing your guests by pretending you actually know how to play piano on this fake little Lego piano, which they don't understand, is a lot of fun. I've already done it. It's great. Unfortunately, when it comes to playing songs, your list is really very limited, and you can't really go beyond that unless LEGO releases some updates in the future. But as to the listen side, even if there's only 10 songs included with the app, LEGO has made it pretty easy to make your own functions within the app, so you can just engage the motor on its own, getting those keys to move while you play whatever music of your choosing. As to the parts that come with this kit, if you are someone that can take this one apart, I gotta say that this is probably one of the best kits I've seen for reuse. The number of pieces you have in here that are highly desirable, that you really want to have and reuse for the future, is absolutely phenomenal. All these black shiny pieces, which people of course love, lots of larger pieces for construction, little detailed pieces, the power function components. This kit is so loaded with desirable pieces that I honestly wouldn't be surprised if some people buy it just for the components and don't even care about the piano. So while I don't feel this kit has a whole lot of appeal for the junior LEGO fans out there, I do feel that the interest is going to be very high from AFOLs, musicians, or someone who's just looking for that next interesting piece to display in their living room. And having such a wide range of appeal, I'm pretty sure that's why this kit has been nominated for Toy of the Year, and I'm sure will be a very popular gift option this coming holiday season.